entire life, at the schoolhouse, on the way to the schoolhouse, or talking about what happens in the schoolhouse. Both my parents were educators. My maternal grandparents were educators. And for the past 40 years, I've done the same thing. And so needless to say, over those years, I've had a chance to look at education reform from a lot of perspectives. Some of those reforms have been good, some of them have been not so good. And we know why kids drop out. We know why kids don't learn. It's either poverty, low attendance, negative peer influences. We know why. But one of the things that we never discuss, or we rarely discuss, is the value and importance of human connection. Relationships. James Comer says that no significant learning can occur without a significant relationship. George Washington Carver says all learning is understanding relationships. Everyone in this room has been affected by a teacher or an adult. For years, I have watched people teach. I have looked at the best and I've looked at some of the worst. A colleague said to me one time, they don't pay me to like the kids. They pay me to teach a lesson. The kids should learn it. I should teach it. They should learn it. Case closed. Well, I said to her, you know, kids don't learn from people they don't like. She said, that's just a bunch of hooey. And I said to her, well, your year is going to be long and arduous, dear. Needless to say, it was. Some people think that you can either have it in you to build a relationship or you don't. I think Stephen Covey had the right idea. He said you ought to just throw in a few simple things, like seeking first to understand as opposed to being understood. Simple things like apologizing. You ever thought about that? Tell a kid you're sorry, they're in shock. I taught a lesson once on ratios. I'm not real good with math, but I was working on it. And I got back and looked at that teacher edition. I taught the whole lesson wrong. So I came back to class the next day and I said, look, guys, I need to apologize. I taught the whole lesson wrong. I'm so sorry. They said, that's okay, Miss Pearson. You were so excited. We just let you go. I have had classes that were so low, so academically deficient that I cried. I wondered, how am I going to take this group in 9 months from where they are to where they need to be? And it was difficult. It was awfully hard. How do I raise the self-esteem of a child and his academic achievement at the same time? One year I came up with a bright idea. I told all my students, you were chosen to be in my class because I am the best teacher and you are the best students. They put us all together so we could show everybody else how to do it. One of the students said, really? I said, really? We have to show the other classes how to do it. So when we walk down the hall, people will notice us. So you can't make noise, you just have to strut. And I gave him a saying to say, I am somebody. I was somebody when I came. I'll be a better somebody when I leave. I am powerful and I am strong. I deserve the education that I get here. I have things to do, people to impress, and places to go. And they said, yeah. You say it long enough, it starts to be a part of you. And so, I gave a quiz, 20 questions. Student missed 18. I put a +2 on this paper and a big smiley face. He said, Miss Pearson, is this an F? I said, yes. He said, then why'd you put a smiley face? I said, because you on the roll. You got 2 right, you didn't miss them all. I said, and when we review this, won't you do better? He said, yes, ma'am, I can do better. You see, -18 sucks all the life out of you. +2 said, I ain't all bad.
Yes, that was a wonderful, wonderful perception about building students' relationship. You all must be having some champion in your life. So let's write down who was that champion in your life and what was their superpower and how did that inspire you to become what you are. So let's write down in the chat section. And with this video, while you all are writing in the chat section, the video was actually about building students, building relationship with the students. And there was a sentence, there was a line which Miss Pearson said that students don't learn from the people they don't like. So it's very important for the learning process to be complete. It's important that the student and the teacher, they both like each other, they both are comfortable with each other, they understand things in the right intention as it has been intended, right? So in totality, I should say it should be an effective communication between the teacher and the student. Yes. Zishan says, yes, building bridge between student and teacher so that they are comfortable in learning by building a bond. Then only they are able to connect and learn freely without the fear of getting judged. This will boost the confidence of both teacher and student. Positive approach and body language is the key. Perfect. Compassion. Okay. Confidence, motivator, influencer. Sushmita, my dad, he helped me acquire confidence. Upasana, my English teacher. Okay. Jasmine, your dad. Niharika, your sister. Okay, wonderful. Meenakshi, your champ was your father because of his perseverance and assertiveness. Okay. Sabiha, your principal. Great. Very less of the times I have seen somebody's employer or, the boss is a motivator, is a champion in your life. Very less. Positive approach and building confidence. Yes, the video was about that. My grandmother. Okay, Gagan. My teacher in class 12th, Pooja, he realized the potential and pushed me hard to beleaguered in myself and work towards my goal. Okay. It was my drawing teacher in school. He motivated me with the same energy as seen in the video. I was very bad at drawing. Trust me, I'm still bad at drawing. Okay. My champion was my father doing charity work, helping others. From that day onwards, I decided to be a giver. And every way I cannot, either money wise, or any other way possible. Okay. Okay. My auntie, my mom, the best English teacher I ever had was a sir named Mr. Christopher Roga. He was a real change creator in my life. Karishma. Wonderful. Nusrat, bit humor with the child makes them more approachable as per my experience. Okay. Jasmine, my champion is Preeti ma'am as well as who me. Okay, thank you so much, Jasmine. That was real. I mean, really so beautiful. And that made my day. My maths teacher was not a teacher but an elder. Elder fun brother friend. Okay, Sagar. My English teacher in my class 9. Okay, Archana. My mom, and her superpower is endurance. True, very true. All our moms are so strong, isn't it? They are absolute champions. They're champions for everyone. Okay. Hey, ma, my uncle, he's so hardworking even at his age of 50. He's still learning new skills. Okay, wonderful. That's really wonderful. Archana, my mother, who always encouraged me even if I did not score well. Really lucky you. Okay, Sarthak, my mentor, he's a people's hero because of his character, competence, and devotion. Okay, I should not have done this. Okay, now I have opened the chat for everyone. My mentor, he's a people's hero because of his character, competence, and devotion. Okay, Sarthak. Priyanka, my father, because of his tenacity and go-getter attitude. Great. My mother, maintaining a balance between professional and personal life. Very good, Anjali. So nice to see that you all are inspired by your teachers, your principals, I mean, your employers as well. And your father, mother, even uncles. Right. So what we are doing here is when you say that your physics teacher, your wife, your husband, your mother, your father, your grandparents, they are so inspiring towards you. You are at a position. I'm sure many of you must be very experienced with children. Some of you would be freshers and you would be, teaching students or children or even adult learners for the first time. So for them, I would say that just as you look up to someone as a champion in your life, think of when somebody else looks up to you as a champion in their life. And it is such a wonderful feeling. Also, it's very important for your learner to learn, and whatever you want to impart to him or her, it's very important that he looks up to you and he considers you as his champion or her champion, and he gets inspired by you and your actions. Okay, Pooja, mother, Naveen, mother, Bhavna, mom, discipline, and okay, thank you, Jasmine. My computer teacher, okay. Ume has already left, okay. Rutuja, your PG teacher, Dr. Rao, great. Rinku, your mom. Shilpika, your father. Your ex-boss, Jonathan. Okay, Chiranjita, Shami, father, Aksa, Sujata, your mom. Aksa, okay. Sneha Nandi, my aunt. Neha Sharma, your father, and your grandmom as well. Spurti, my mother. Rinku, your husband. That's great. Tarun, your physics teacher. Okay, great. Nida, your last company which you worked, there was a trainer called Jenny. Okay. Mother, Neetu, yes. Abhijit, your family. Oh, wonderful. Very less people get inspired by their families. Okay. Arpita, wonderful. Okay. Shivam, man called Shiva. Oh, that was an acquaintance. Give me a second, teachers. 1 second. Okay, very sorry for the interruption. Yes, so with that note, let's start the training for today. And since we have learned so much about building relationships and champion in our life, we are also going to try to become that champion for our students and our learners, and create that kind of inspiration for them, become that kind of inspiration. So today's agenda is on your screen: senior demo observation in the first half, then we will have a break, and then we will be learning about use of body language and voice modulation. And then we'll do the closing. Okay. Now here, please remember that we are going to identify and analyze. Okay. Some more chats I did not read. Okay. Sagar, my big brother. Okay. I want you all to now focus on the objectives for the day. And thank you so much for writing and being so vulnerable. I really love it when you open up to me and to the whole training session. I have opened the chat to everyone. In the beginning, it was host and co-host. Now you can write it to everyone. Okay. So identify and analyze different teacher actions across different pillars. Now, yesterday we have already learned about body language, confidence, voice modulation, thought structure, and fluency. So here, majorly, we are going to identify and try to analyze the teacher's action. Now, here you don't have to look at the learner. Don't look at what is going on. Just see what the teacher is doing. Okay. So we have to observe very carefully three things about the teacher. First thing, her body language. What kind of body language does she possess? So when we are going to observe and write it in our notes, let's not write it like this. Her body language was very nice. What about her body language was good? Like when she was talking about using facial expressions, eyes, hands, she modeled it out and she used her hands to point out everything, right? So basically, we are going to analyze the teacher's actions. What is she doing? So make sure that whatever you are writing in your notes, when you're making your notes while observing the videos, I want you to write it in the form of actions. Okay. I will help you in the first video, like the first video would be context setting. I would help you with the teacher's action, and accordingly, you are going to keep your notes in the coming videos. Okay. Great. So let us begin. And in the second half, we are going to understand the skill of building relationship. What do you think? Which hats would you be wearing today in the demo session with the student? Remember the hats? Mentor, facilitator, and influencer. So here we are just going to wear two hats, the mentor, the facilitator, not the influencer, because influencer hat will be required when we will be doing the the parent-teacher interaction. And when are we going to do the parent-teacher interaction? We are going to do the parent-teacher interaction on day 4. Okay. Now, first thing, the demo session is how long? What is the duration of a demo session? Anyone? Spurti, do you remember? The demo session is of... You can unmute yourself.
1 hour, madam.
1 hour. And how is it divided?
After demo session is for 60 minutes, then a short break, then 15 minutes for body language and voice.
Okay.
Then
Not your training session, your demo. When you will take a demo for a child, how will you take the demo session? First 45, the demo session is of 1 hour. First
yes,
45 minutes, you are going to take the demo session. You are going to interact mainly with the kid using the PPTs that have already been provided to you in your teacher's handbook. I hope everyone has a handbook now.
yes,
In case if you don't have, I will again share it with you today. The last 15 minutes, you don't have to take any break in between. You don't have that much of time. Within 1 hour, you have to complete the class. Within 40-45 minutes, you interact with the kid. And last 15 minutes, you keep exclusively for the parent-teacher interaction. It's a kind of PTM that we have in the schools. Yes, there we share the feedback of the child. Right? We will share the feedback of the child. We will give them more information about PS, PlanetSpark, and we will also curriculum that we are having. Okay.
yes.
Okay. So I hope now it is clear to all of you. The 1 hour demo session, first for 40 to 45 minutes, we will take. So when I say 40-45 minutes, it's not exact. Your demo might end within 35 minutes also. If the child is very smart, he can quickly get everything. But some children might take 45 minutes also. But make sure you finish it within like 45 or 50 minutes. Last 15 to 20 minutes or 10 minutes, you keep it for the parents so that you can share the feedback about the child and you can share the curriculum, the next steps to the parents. That we will do on day 4. But today we are only going to cover the first 45 minutes of the session. Okay. Great. Thank you. Thank you for writing in the chat section also. Yes, it is 1 hour, 45 minutes plus 15 minutes. Very good. Correct. Okay. So let's start. Now, I'm going to also tell you there are 3 categories of demo sessions that we take. First category is of the junior one. That is grade 1 to grade 3. You might also have KG students, but in those cases, the junior PPT might not be applicable. If they know how to read, then it will be applicable. If they don't know how to read, the PPT will not be applicable. I'll tell you what to do in that case. Okay. So in that case, you will have to do phonics and all those things from, you can have your own improvisation. Senior demo would mostly range from grade 4 to grade 3, grade 10. So sorry. And grown-ups would be, there are 2 types of grown-up demo sessions. One is basic English and number 2 is presentation skills. So there might be 2 types of adults that come to us. Some come for just the basic kind of English and some are here for presentation skills. Okay. So yeah, these are the 3 categories. Today, we will be focusing only on the second category, that is the senior category. Okay, this is the one we are going to focus on. Am I clear? So are we ready to witness a PS classroom? Yes? Okay, so we are going to focus on the senior demo session today. Senior demo PPT that you have in your demo resources in your teacher's handbook. You will be using it for any student between 4 to 10. But again, it largely depends on the competency of the child. Okay. Now, when you are observing the teacher's actions, I will suggest you to think of 3 buckets. But the body language of the teacher, for example, she's giving a big smile and a high five to the student or a fist bump. She's showing thumbs up, very good, appreciating, okay, using her body language. Voice modulation, she is emphasizing on important points. When she is appreciating, she is using a high pitch, a good tone, isn't it? And other things that she says and does with the child, like she appreciates when the student answers, or she tries to include some personal experiences to have a better connection with the student. Okay, you will see that. Identify the actions. Now here I'm going to show you some sentences which you might be seeing there is a cross and a tick. Can you tell me why there is a cross and why there is a tick on 2 of the sentences? It's class. Meenakshi, it's class 4. Yes, Karishma, these are very generalized sentences. The cross ones are generalized, very true. And also they are not talking about the actions of the teacher. She's so nice. The teacher was unhappy. Okay, so what this is for you. And also you, when you be a teacher to the student, you should also not follow these kind of sentences. But these kind of sentences we will discuss on the feedback time. As of now, when you are observing the teacher, remember to have an idea that we are going to write down in our notes that what she was doing, instead of just giving an opinion about her. Yes, Purti?
The first ones are assertions and generalizations.
Mm-hmm.
The second one actually show how the person is feeling. Or the first one is a statement. The second one is a reason.
Okay, that also is fine. The first one is a kind of an opinion. Second one is a fact because it talks about the actions. Okay, yes, absolutely. So that is why a cross and a tick. Now, why there is a cross and a tick? Because of the reason that we want you to observe the teacher in the tick ones, the correct sentences. We do not want you to be to write some generic or opinionated answers. Okay. Now, the most important part, these statements are for children actions or teachers actions. It is for the teachers actions, Pooja. You are going to observe and analyze teachers actions. Okay. Tick ones are details. We shouldn't give vague statements instead. Okay. Didn't understand. These are the sentences which tells you how you are going to identify teacher's actions, the teacher that you are going to observe now. I'll give you an example, then you will understand better. Now, a demo class with a senior student has 5 different parts. If you can note it down, please note it down. The first part is the context setting. Second part is known as the introduction to PS skills. PS skills means public speaking skills, okay? Body language, voice modulation, confidence, etc. Number 3 is the speech delivery. Number 4 is drafting a speech or writing a speech. And number 5 is the final showcase. Okay. So we have divided the whole demo class with the student of 45 minutes. We have divided into 5 different parts. First part is the context setting. Second part is the PS skills, introduction. And third is speech delivery. Fourth is writing speech. And then final showcase. We'll see how these things are done. I have Subhatra. I have put everyone on mute, I think. So let's start off with the context setting.
And you want
Give me a second, please.
frame and you can also attend. Great. Okay. Can we adjust our chairs so that, you know, everyone can be in the frame? Yeah. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you
Is it audible to everyone? Yes. Okay. Thank you.
so much. Yeah. All right. Okay. So are we ready? Shall we begin?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, please.
Okay. Amazing. Just allow me a second to share my screen. And here we go. Yes. Okay. So yes, so I think we are all set. We have joined from laptop. I can see all of you there in one frame. And let's just, you know, ensure that we are there to interact, right? So don't worry, keep yourself off mute. We can talk whenever you have any question, just feel free to say. Just all of us are only here, so feel free, okay? And yes, so let's get started. So a question for you, Tia, to start with. What do you see on the screen? Can you read this out loud?
Become a confident public speaker.
Wow, and I like how confidently you read it out. Very good. So what do you mean by a confident public speaker, Tia?
Why we mean by a confident public speaker, like we can speak confidently in front of public, in front of everyone.
Yeah, that's correct. You know, like without any hesitation and just like when we are there out in front of a public, large audience, then also we can speak. Absolutely. Do you want to become a confident public speaker?
Yes, I want to become a confident.
Yes, amazing. All right. So that's why we are here today. And I'm pretty sure that towards the end of the class, you would have created something of your own. We'll come to what that is and also present it in front of everyone. Okay? Yeah. All right. So I know, ma'am, we spoke on phone, right, earlier. So I know you know me. Let me quickly introduce myself for everyone. So my name is Ishita and I'm your learning buddy, Tia, for today. I will help you learn. We are going to have a lot of fun here today. That's why buddy. And for your parents, I will be helping both of you to identify Tia's strengths today. Okay, like what is it that she already has and how can we just leverage those skills so that she becomes that confident public speaker. Yeah. And yes, I welcome all of you to this session and looking forward to have a lot of fun learning time. Two things that I'm going to, you know, request all of us here to operate with. Tia, can you read out the first one, please?
Okay. Speak up. Ask, share.
Yes. So what do you think speak up means?
It means that we should speak and interact with you.
Yes, definitely interact with me. And how we will do that is whenever, you know, we have an idea, we will share it with everyone. And whenever you have a question, you want to ask a doubt, feel free to ask it. Or even if not a doubt, you are curious to learn something, then also ask a question. Okay? All right. Okay. And second one, let's ask your mom to read. Yes, Ms. Anuradha, can you read the second one, please?
Yeah. Second one is high energy. Use hands, face, eyes, and voice at all times.
Yes, thank you so much. I feel like energy in the room is already high, so I'm loving that. Let's, you know, maintain that energy throughout so that we can have all the fun. And one request that whenever we are speaking, you would have seen me that I'm using my hands, I'm making some expressions, right? So whenever we are speaking, I would want all of us to try to use our hands, our face, our eyes, and voice effectively at all times. Can we do that?
Yes.
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 Amazing. Love it. Okay. Okay, now you know something about me, right? I would want you all to also introduce yourself. So let's try with first Tia. So Tia, here are some of the sentences. You can use these sentences to, share a bit about yourself, and then we'll also hear from your parents.
Okay. My name is Tia Agarwal.
Mm-hmm.
I am 11 years old.
Okay.
I am in grade 6.
Nice. Okay.
In my free time, I I like to do drawing,
Oh, nice. Okay. And
and I like to do Python.
Python. Are you serious? You know Python coding?
Yeah, a little bit I'm learning it.
Oh, wow, that is so cool. I tried learning coding when I was young, and I was like, oh my God, what is all these things? Sometimes the syntax would go wrong and something or the other would happen. Does that happen with you also? You're like, are you always correct with your syntax, or
Sometimes it happens
sometimes it happens? Then how do you solve it?
by rechecking the code again.
Nice. I feel like you must be very patient then, because it requires a lot of patience. And that is also telling me one more thing about you, that you are very careful, maybe, because coding also requires attention to detail. So that's interesting, Tia. Is that correct, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. See, so something that I wasn't when I was young. That's why I can identify this in Tia. Great. Thank you so much, Tia. Maybe, you can teach me Python. And I can also learn something from you in our classes. All right. Okay. And now I would request both of you, Mr. and Mrs. Agarwal, to also, introduce yourselves and just a little bit about why you are here. What would you want for Tia?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll go first. My name is Manish Arya, and I work for Publicis Sapient. I am a tech professional.
Oh,
That's
amazing.
why my daughter has an inclination towards coding.
I can see where it is coming from.
So I'm here because I want my child to be not just confident in public speaking, but feel confident within, so that she can express herself at any given platform, be it a social platform, be it a chat with friends, and in a social circle or in a small circle, she can express herself freely. I
Amazing.
can help my child by all I know is coding and IT, so all I can help her with that. But certainly, I'm looking forward for you to take care of my child so that she can be confident in the public.
Definitely. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I think, as you rightly mentioned, like these are the skills that are required in today's world. And I really liked how you mentioned, like, not just confidence from outside, but within, and that also means that Tia should be comfortable with who she is and get able to express in the outside world. Even. Thank you so much, Mr. Manish. And Ms. Anuradha, would you also want to share?
Yeah, sure. So my name is Anuradha, and I am a manager working with a company, and I'm here because I want my child to become definitely a public speaker. And yes, she is very good in imagination. So if you give any word to her, so she can express herself. But I want that to explore more in herself. So I can help my child by supporting her in each and everything. So obviously, being a mother, I can support her. So,
That's the biggest thing the parents can do, like just supporting them in whatever they want to be, whoever they want to be. So that's the most important thing. And okay, now I see why she also likes to draw. You said, like, she's very creative and has good imagination. Interesting. So wow, Tia, I'm learning so much about you, even when I'm talking to your parents. Great. All right. So let me, also share some quick context. I know both of you were asking that, why you both have to be here. So let me now share the reason. Of course, I said that, we will be having activities where both of you would also be engaged. But at the same time, we will also, like two things that we will be doing specifically for both of you is one, share Tia's unique strengths and future opportunities via Planet Spark. And B, we would also be guiding you on, how can we personalize Tia's learning path? We believe a lot on personalization of the learning process in order to ensure that, whatever that goal that you just shared with me, that you want for Tia, how can we achieve that goal? Yeah, so this is what we will be doing throughout the session. And of course, towards the end, we will have detailed discussion. Yeah. Okay. Any questions so far?
no,
Not here.
All right. Okay. Okay. And as we begin, so this is another role that both of you would be playing. So Tia, we will be having a lot of activities and games, which I've been saying, right? Now, whenever you feel that you need some help and you are stuck in the game, so you have two lifelines. And who are these lifelines? Can you please read it out?
How to use Lifeline. Your parents are your lifeline.
Yes.
Shout Lifeline whenever you need help.
Yeah, so whenever you are stuck, your two lifelines are present just they're sitting adjacent to you. Okay, so your parents are your lifelines today in the game. So whenever you need help, you can choose that, you have two lifelines, and both your mom and dad are here. So you can choose whose help do you want, and they can help you out. Yeah. Okay. And whenever you think that you are able to understand me, hear me out properly, then you can give me a thumbs up. And whenever you feel that you have not understood what I'm trying to say, there's any question, then you can give me a thumbs down, and I'll pause and we can discuss there. Yeah. All right. Okay, great. Okay, so ready to play games?
Yes.
All of you?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, great. I love the energy. Awesome. So the first game is, Tia, can you read out what is the name here?
Emotional request.
Yes, emotional request. And there are a lot of faces on the right-hand side. What do
Yeah.
you think this game is about?
I think this game is about showing expressions.
Absolutely. Yes, this is the game where you have to show your expression, but there is a twist. Okay, ready for the twist?
Yes.
Okay. So now, can you read out the first two instructions as well over here?
How to play. Speak a sentence in a particular emotion.
Hmm.
Use your hands, face, and voice to show that emotion.
Correct. And eyes as well, right? So I want to again say that, we remember our second norm. So we have to always try to use our hands, our face, and Tia, our
Right. So
eyes. And what?
1 second, did not stop. So in the context setting, what are the things that we saw here? The first thing was she welcomed the parent to the class. Then they had a formal introduction. The teacher introduced herself. Then she asked the child to introduce herself. Then the mother and the father, they both introduced themselves. So basic introduction took place. After the introduction, she shared the norms and agenda of the class, and she tried to create an excitement about the class. Correct?
Shall we begin?
1 second. Now here you will see number A as setting of expectations, laptop and both the parents, because before the class had started, she had set an expectation of having a laptop and both the parents in the class. I will show you the rest of the video, which was before what we saw just now. Now, setting of expectations we will discuss later. First, welcoming to the class, sharing the norms of the class, getting to know the child and the parent, and sharing the agenda of the class and creating excitement. These were the 3-4 things that we saw just now in the first part. That is mostly the part of context setting. Setting of expectations, not every time it is applicable. Okay. Now, say, for example, both the parents have already joined and laptop is already there. Would you be setting expectations again? No, right? But in case, if you see, and you must have heard the teacher saying that we already had a word on the phone, correct? So basically, before the demo session, you already have the slot confirmation call. There itself, you talk to the parent. You have a basic conversation with the parent, isn't it? This is not very formal as you are thinking. It's just like, hello, sir, would you be joining at this particular time? Okay, I'm not free at this point of time. Can we change it a little? We can reschedule also. Okay, fine, we will join it. So these kind of conversations do take place. So, sir, what do you do? Where are you employed? What are you doing these days? How was your day? Or how is Ayansh doing? Say, for example, the child's name is Ayansh. So which class he is in, which grade he is in, what is he more interested in? Okay, so you ask more about the child also. So these are basic conversations that have already taken place before the demo session has started. Am I clear? So it's not that the teacher is meeting the parents for the first time. Now, setting of expectation, if I'm saying that you have already had a word on the phone, that means you must have set expectation there also. Sir, I would just request you to please join from a laptop and make sure that both of you are present in the class. Okay. If they have agreed, so whatever challenges would be faced by you in the slot confirmation call, those things would already be discussed in day 4. Okay. Now imagine the slot confirmation call was okay and the expectations were set. The parents were already informed. Now, if in the demo class you see that the parents have not joined from a laptop or both the parents are not present, then probably the first step would be applicable. Okay. Now I'm constantly saying why laptop, why both parents have to be present. Why do you think that we want both the parents to be present? So greeting with a smile, very good. It's written iPhone teachers. Can you please rename yourselves? Um, Energy was high, very good. Appreciated the kid in the beginning. Yes, the PPT is available in the teacher's handbook. Yes. Yes, Ruben. The teacher had a good usage of hand actions, good smile, created a high energy, two-way interaction, had a good use of expression. Okay. Where did you find her good use of expression? Smiling when she was introducing herself. Very good. Praise the learner's hobbies and try to connect with the learner using personal experiences. Very good. To know the child better in order to communicate with them. Okay, so you are answering why do we want both the parents to be present in the class? In order to communicate with them, to have all of them in one full screen, okay, because they will be taking the final decision. Very good, Shivam, very nicely written. Also, they will always be in the loop throughout the teaching. To set a rapport, yes, that is also one reason, big reason. They can see what we are offering. Yes, perfect. Very good. Please rename yourself. Your name is showing as iPhone. Okay. They might have different opinions regarding the class, so it is better to involve both. Okay. Yes, Hima. So that they know what their child needs and how we can work on it. Very good. True. To witness how the class is going and to discuss about the child. Perfect. Parent-teacher partnership can bring about desired results. Very good. Reason, all the reasons are very nicely written. Grabbing confidence of their parents, yes. So majorly it is building rapport with the parents. We want both the parents to be there. And secondly, we also want them to experience it practically, how the classes would be going and what are the different tools and resources that we are providing at Planet Spark, right? Yes, they can see our ability to teach as well. Anjali, very nicely written. They are the decision makers and also to know what their expectation is. Yes, Archana, perfect. At the end, they are the decision makers. Yes. So that both the parents are well known of teachers. They know the teacher well, okay, and how they are expressing everything to the children. Okay. They also want to see whether their child is comfortable with the teacher or not. The teacher is able to engage the child or not. So basically, this all helps you to build the rapport and build trust and bring credibility to yourself as a teacher as well as the platform. Correct? Okay, very nicely written, all of you. Fine. So mostly because the parents are the major decision makers and we also want to build a rapport with them. Also, we want them to take an informed decision about the classes. And so by, viewing and observing the class practically, okay, becomes easy for us to explain our concept and methodology. Yes, very good. Parents are, if the parents are there, especially for small students, it's really helpful to the teachers as well because we are meeting the child for the first time. Ah, yes. Activities. Yes. There are activities also which involves the parents. Very good. Ruben, I think you have gone through the PPT. That's great. Okay. It's always good, teachers, to, have a look at the PPTs before we start this training session for their understanding. Yes, Neha, of the concept. to know the child better. Okay, Alisha, yes. Bani, Munmun. Great, great. Fine. So let us move from these two expectations. And why do we want them to join from laptop? Anyone? You can raise your hands also. What do you think, Anu? Why do we want them to join from laptop?
I think having a phone will actually be difficult to hold the phone throughout. And also, we are, explaining a lot of the concepts are in PPT form.
Mhm.
So for them to read what is on the screen also, it makes it easier when there is a laptop. Phone, it's, I think, we won't be able to better communicate over phone because they won't be able to read also.
Okay.
That I feel that could be one reason.
Very true. What about you? Yes, Sagar. What do you think?
Laptop is convenient and very easy, as in when they are on the phone, their focus is on adjusting the phone, adjusting the camera, adjusting listening to what they want. Like they are not focused on us. We want them their whole 100% focus on us.
Correct. So we want them to keep their focus on the studies and what learning is going to happen. Okay, that's correct. Shami, what about you?
Yes, not all the phones are compatible with apps and the text and formats. And plus, it keeps away from the notifications, mobiles, use of mobile.
Biggest problem. Mobiles will always have distractions. Okay, I cannot take so many answers. So it will elongate the session. So yes, Shami, distractions first thing, better visibility, and of course connectivity. And a laptop screen is better to view the hand gestures because it is all about public speaking. So if public speaking, when we are talking about body language, the body language will not be visible in a mobile phone. Mostly when the children join and the parents also, they usually keep the phone in their hand, right? So anyways, you cannot make hand gestures if the phone is in your hand, right? And moreover, half of your face will be visible. Sometimes half of your face will not be visible. So basically visibility is not good in case of a mobile phone. Yes, thank you for raising the hands. I'm really sorry. I cannot take so many solutions. But yes, mostly, majorly, these are the 3-4 reasons why a laptop is better than the mobile phones. Now, there will be challenges. I know, don't worry. We will be discussing all those challenges. Now, here, there would be challenges when you ask both the parents to join and you ask them to join from laptop. And thank you so much for writing here. Yes. So PPT will, oh yes, the child will be asked to read from the slides, no? So a laptop screen will give a better view of the slides. Very good. So what could be the possible challenges over here? There are 4 major challenges that we might face, okay? There might be other challenges also, but see, every challenge cannot be covered in a training session. The major challenges and the most recurring challenges can be discussed. So these are the 4 most recurring challenges that we might face. Nowadays, these challenges have reduced a lot, I'm telling you. But still, some cases, you will see that the parents have not joined from the laptop. Second can be both the parents are at home, but one parent is busy. Or it can be one parent is at home, but another parent is outside for his official works. And another challenge could be parents do not want to sit through the entire class because they think that it is a child's demo. Okay. So we are going to cover few of the challenges over here. I'm going to cover the first challenge, not joining from the laptop. Second challenge also I will cover, and a part of third challenge also, fourth challenge also I'll try to cover. Only one parent is present at home. Solution will be the same. Try to reschedule or give them another options. I'll give you all the ideas here. Okay. So let's see scenario number 1, when the parent has not joined from the laptop. Let's have a look.
Yeah. Okay, you can also attend.
Just
Okay. Hi, Tia.
So this is how this class had started. I was playing the context setting almost from, a later place. Okay, so it was the first part was not shown to you. This is how the class started. And how did she set the expectation of a laptop and both the parents? Let's have a look.
Hi. Oh, hi, Tia. I can't see you. Can you please switch on your video?
yes, ma'am.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, hi, Tia. Hi, Miss Anuradha. We spoke on.
Hi, ma'am. Hi.
So, oh, you've joined from phone. Okay. So thank you so much, first of all, for, being on time for the session. Very glad to see you both. Just one request. Can we, do you have a laptop device at home?
Yes, ma'am, we have, but it is a little busy. Actually, my younger daughter is doing something on the laptop.
Oh, okay. Is she attending any class or just working on it?
No, just to paint and all, but she's
Oh.
small, so maybe she'll not give.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's why we have joined through phone.
Okay, I understand. Though I would have to request you to, please join from the laptop. Reason being that, we will be playing a lot of activities and Tia would have to read out from the slides.
Okay.
So, from
Okay.
phone, it will become very difficult. And also, I would love to see both of your faces, like complete faces. Right now, I can see sometimes half of Tia, half of you. So it would be
Okay.
great if you can, join from a laptop. So it's okay. Take your time. Don't worry, I'm here only. You can go convince your younger daughter. And yeah.
Ma'am, थोड़ा मुश्किल हो जाता है ना उसको मनाना. So, okay, give me just 5 minutes and we'll try to log in through laptop.
Sure. Don't worry. Take your time. I'm here only.
Okay. So, हम log out कर दें यहाँ से?
हाँ जी. आप phone से log out कर दीजिए. You can join again from laptop. Same link.
Okay.
See you. Yes, I'll wait for you.
Okay.
Oh, great. I see you have joined from phone. Thank you so much. Thank you, Ms. Anuradha. Thanks, Tia. And see, now I can see both of you together on a bigger screen. So, of course, the experience would also be better. So, thank you so much. I hope your younger daughter didn't feel bad that we took the laptop from her.
She's just right away.
Oh, she's there only. Oh, okay. I'll apologize to her later for sure.
No, it's fine.
Okay, great. Okay, I just wanted to confirm one more thing, that whether your husband would also be joining us. Like he would.
Ma'am, actually, he is busy with his calls. So,
Okay.
अभी possible नहीं हो पाएगा. Can we start? So he will join in between if it is possible.
So actually, we will be doing a lot of activities in the session only today. Whenever there are a lot of activities, our class is not just designed for a child. We also try to engage parent. That's one of the reason. And second, it's also an opportunity for both of you to be able to understand that, okay, what are Tia's strengths? Because through every activity, we will be also doing a debrief. And through that, you'll get to know what is it that Tia is really good at. So I think it would be really helpful if, both of you are there together. And we will also be, in fact, after, able to illustrate the Tia's strength and everything, we will also be sharing our feedback with her, for her, with both of you, and a plan based on her performance that, how can we go forward from here? How can we proceed forward? So it is actually really important for both of you to be there.
Okay.
First first scenario we have already covered, joining from a laptop. So I'll stop it here. We'll continue with this, but I would like you to share with me what did the teacher do when she wanted the parent to join from a laptop? What reasons she gave?
Hi,
Or in other words, I could tell you how to convince the parents to join from a laptop. What are the points that we can give? Can't share the screen. The student does not have to share the screen, no? The student does not need to share the screen. Yes, Subhatra, you would like to say something?
Yes, ma'am. She just convinced the parents that they too have to involve in the activities so that it will be engaging the child properly.
Okay. What would you have said in case if you were there?
If the parents are not there?
No, if the laptop is not being used, they have joined from a mobile phone, what would you have said in order to convince the parents to join from a laptop?
Yes, ma'am, I'll be doing the same because it will be very convenient for them if they have their laptop. So as we discussed earlier, they have to adjust their angles. They have to keep on like looking on the notification and all that. It will be quite distracting. So if you have a laptop, you will be properly engaged throughout the session. So I'll be asking them to have a laptop.
Okay. Upasana, yes. How would you convince them to join from a laptop?
Okay, so the first and the foremost important thing is that the child would be reading through a laptop properly rather than in a mobile, because the letters would not be so focused in the mobile. While in the laptop, the PP, the slides would be there, so it would be very convenient for a child and a teacher to like disclose everything or open up with the teacher, sorry, the students as well as the parent to read it, to go to explain the PPT very conveniently, I guess.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Bharti, you would like to add to that something to that?
Very good morning. Actually, it is not something different I would like to add on, but I would like to say that I would like to inform the parents that the demonstration would be based on the activities wherein you and the children both are supposed to be participate. So that would be very much convenient with the presence of the laptop instead of the phone, because sometimes the phone also may turn towards the leftward and down the rightwards also. So may not be very much, or maybe lots of it may cause lots of distractions. So that is important that you are supposed to be on that laptop, and it is, and I would consider that I had a word with the parents earlier also, so that on the basis of that I would be conversing with the parents and the children.
So
Thank you.
mainly for better visibility and a better experience.
Yes.
Okay. Fine. So let's see what are the points here, what we can say to the parent in order to convince them to join from a laptop. We can tell them that the child will be required to look and read from the screen. So first is reading problem. Mobile screen will have a very small screen, and the slides where the child has to read, it will be very difficult for him to read from a mobile phone. And next reason, you can tell them that the activities where you all will be participating requires you to use your hand gestures. And so it will not be visible on the phone camera properly, right? Also, phone camera will be held by your hands. How will you use your hand gestures? Lastly, you can also tell them that you will also be participating, and phone camera will not provide enough space for me to see all of you, right? So for better visibility and to accommodate the whole family or all the three people in a single screen. You can also mention another point, which I think one of you said, that there will be distractions, right? So in a mobile phone, there will be distractions. Your phone calls will come and the class will get disrupted. None of the parents would want that my class would get should get disrupted. Okay, fine. Scenario number 2, when both the parents are at home, but father is occupied in some other work. I'll continue the video from where I left. So they were, the teacher was convincing the parent to have the father in the class. Okay.
And
Let's have a
everything.
look.
We will also be sharing our feedback with her, with for her, with both of you, and a plan based on her performance, that how can we go forward from here? How can we proceed forward? So it is actually really important for both of you to be there.
Okay, so ma'am, मैं एक बार देख कर आती हूँ and I'll.
Sure, yeah. It's okay. We'll wait. Don't worry.
Okay.
Yeah. Hi, you're back? Yes.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am actually is in the middle of his call, so
Okay.
अभी free नहीं हो पाएंगे.
Okay. Do you want to do this like after half an hour? I can, we can again come back in half an hour. When
हो जाएगा. Actually टिया की एक और class है उसके बाद.
okay.
हाँ, so it will be late.
Okay.
ऐसा नहीं हो सकता कि can we start and he can come in between ऐसा.
Okay. Beginning में थोड़ा हम activity करने वाले थे. How much time will he take?
एक बार check करना पड़ेगा.
Sure. Yeah, it's okay.
ठीक है.
I'll wait. Don't worry. Yeah. Oh, hi.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, sir. How are you?
How are you? All good, ma'am. All good. So do you actually need both the parents here?
Yes, actually, I was just sharing with your wife that there would be a lot of activities that we will be doing where both the parents would also be involved. And secondly, this is an opportunity for both of you to also experience the demo and see how we design the class, and we'll be highlighting Tia's strength as well. So it would be helpful if, both of you are here.
If you take my opinion, ma'am, this is a child's demo. I think she can take it better.
Now here, this is another situation. First situation was that the father was not present. He had to be called. So finally, he has come now. But now he doesn't want to sit through the entire class. This is another challenge. Okay, so let's have a look.
I can join at the end, and I've already interacted with you in the beginning. So if it's okay, I can join back in some time. Is that okay?
I think I'm so sorry. I know, I might be asking you to stay for an hour, but it would be extremely helpful. So if you could join.
No worries. Understood, ma'am. I'll be here. I'll be around.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can take a chair and, be seated.
Yeah, I'll still be sitting.
And I see Tia's sister also. Hi.
I could see some of your chat sections contains messages like, but ma'am, if there is no access to laptop on the particular day, or if they don't have a laptop, here I would like to tell you one thing. They will not have a laptop. The probability is 0.2. Okay, there is probability, but the probability is very less. However, in case if you fall under that category where the parent does not have a laptop, in that case, you can ask if they don't have a laptop right now or they don't have a laptop at all. Fine. So this won't happen in the class. This would happen during the class slot confirmation call itself. You will get to know whether the parent has a laptop or doesn't have a laptop. Correct? If the parent says that my laptop is has gone for a repair work or it's not available as of now, then you can wait for a few days. See if the few days are feasible. Don't go ahead and reschedule for 1 month. Okay, 1 month is like too long. They will forget. You will also tend to forget. So it's better if you see that 3-4 days it can be rescheduled. Go ahead, reschedule it. You have the power to reschedule your classes. But in case if they say that they don't have a laptop at all, do not forget to remind them about the problems which will be faced by them if they join classes from a mobile phone. Reiterate the reasons, the purpose of having a laptop, and then tell them that as of now, we can continue with a mobile phone or any other device that you have, if it is a tablet or any other thing. But it's important to join from a laptop. Please make sure that laptop and desktop are the same things. Okay, so there is no problem in joining from a desktop. Desktop or laptop does the same work. So be empathetic if they say that the laptop is stuck with elder child, she is taking her class. Be empathetic. It might be a sudden change in the elder sister or younger sister's class. In case if she is genuinely busy, you can tell the parent, we can wait for another half an hour, or probably we can reschedule it to the next hour or the next to next hour, if you are free, of course. So you can reschedule anytime. That's not a problem. Okay. If they are interested in taking the class, they don't have a laptop, go ahead with whatever device they have, but do not forget to tell them the reason why we want a laptop. They should be aware of everything, and then they should take. If you have seen in most of the hospitals, when the surgery, when there is 2 options of surgery, okay, they always give you both the options, and they tell you what are the pros and cons and what are the risks and benefits of each surgery. And then then the ball is in your court. You have to choose it. Okay. Now the ball is in their court. If they don't have a laptop, then probably they should rethink of having a laptop. But yes, you can go ahead with a mobile phone. It's not like we cannot take a class on a mobile phone. It will happen, but the quality will be very, very poor. The experience would be absolutely not like what will happen in a laptop, right? It will be very different. So that's what our work is. Our job is to create awareness, to let them know what is the reason for having a laptop, and both the parents in the class. After that, it is final call is theirs, no? Yes, more horizontal screen of mobile. You can tell them that don't use your mobile phone like this. You can use it like this. Okay, so this will be, the landscape mode would be good. Okay, coming back to my screen. So here we saw that the father had not joined. But now the father is saying that I'm not interested to continue. Okay.
Be highlighting Tia's strength as well. So it would be helpful if, you know, both of you are here.
If you take my opinion, ma'am, this is child's demo. I think she can take it better. I can join at the end, and I've already interacted with you in the beginning. So if it's okay, I can join back in some time. Is that okay?
I think I'm so sorry. I know, like, you know, I might be asking you to stay for an hour, but it would be extremely helpful. So if you could join.
No worries. Understood, ma'am. I'll be here. I'll be around.
Thank you so much. Maybe you can take a chair and, you know, be
Yeah,
seated.
I'll still be sitting.
And I see Tia's sister also. Hi.
Okay, teachers, one question has been asked. I shouldn't be answering right now, but I'm a little worried. Mocks are not to be answered right now. You have not been trained. You won't be able to give the mocks right now. Even if you want to, there will be few things that you will be totally unaware of. The first mock is about slot confirmation call, and you don't have any idea about slot confirmation call. What happens, how to face the challenges, what are the different challenges that we might face. So please don't attempt the mocks right now. You have time. After Thursday, you are eligible to appear for your mocks after the Thursday's training. Okay. No, Zishan, all these sessions are recorded by us, and the recordings are already provided to you in the dashboard. What if one parent is busy and they can't join the meeting? They may be busy with their office work, or maybe they are not at home. Then what should we do? Is it necessary for both parents to join? Can't we start with the single parent? If both the parents are busy and they both don't want to join, please do not continue with the class. Okay. Now, convincing both the parents to join if one parent is not available. Look at the scenario. There will be different scenarios. One is probably the other parent is traveling. Other parent is in office. Mother has gone to some relative's house. All these scenarios, you will have options. If there is option, give them option. What options can you give them? You can tell them they can join virtually. If they are at some relative's place, they can join virtually. You can share the link with them. Okay. And if they are in the office also, some of the parents have joined. I have taken such demos where the office people have joined virtually. So you can share the link. You can check whether the other parent can join virtually or not. Great. If somebody is traveling, then there is no option. You have to go ahead with one parent. Again, I'm saying it's not mandatory. Okay, let me use this word. It's not mandatory to have both the parents, but it is necessary for us, for our classes to reach to a decision quickly. We want both the parents because we want that the decisions to be quick, and they should take the enrollment as fast as possible, so that we don't have to, wait for that gestation period from the demo till the enrollment. That is a very long process. Okay. If they take the decision quickly, the process will be shorter. If they take the decision longer, if they take longer to take the decision, it will again get elongated. So we don't want that, right? We want to quickly come up to a decision. For our benefit, we would like to tell the parent that please join. If they don't join, if they have problems, if they cannot join, you really can't do anything. You can go ahead with a single parent. But do remember, always try to reiterate the reason why both the parents are required. It should not happen later on that the second parent comes and the teacher never told us that we both have to join. So don't give them that space. Tell them that they both should join because of this reason. Now, if they cannot join at all, it's okay. You can go ahead with a single parent. If both the parents cannot join, please do not conduct that class.